Hey guys, so today is going to be something entirely different, completely different. We need to figure out insulation, and I'm going to be like completely geared up. I'm going to have something on my face, so it's going to be rough. Really, there's no good way for me to shoot this, so I'm just going to shoot it and see if anything turns out, and I'm going to post it probably anyway. We've got this attic up here that has terrible lighting, and we've got couple of batts of insulation. My vents don't work because whoever did my attic made it so that my vents are non-existent. So there's no venting, gets up to 150 degrees or so up there in the summer. Really, really hot, really, really ridiculous. It's hard to just do anything up there. But also there's no insulation in the attic whatsoever. Everything just bakes down here.
A few moments later.
Anyway, this footage goes on for quite some time where I'm taking insulation batts. I'm going to carry them up into the attic. It's quite difficult to see anything in the attic because I've got my phone light and that's it. That's the only light we have up there. And I need to cover a lot of distance with this. So we're going to cut forward to after we did most of this. We had 3 batts of 88 square feet. And we're just adding insulation to sections of the attic. You can definitely see better in real life than you can in the GoPro. You really can't see anything in the GoPro. So we're just going to skip forward to the latter section where I'm putting in my last batt of insulation. I had to go buy a 4th batt of insulation, and we're going to go install that. So here we go.
2,000 years later.
Good morning, Kitty. How you doing? Yeah. Hey guys, we got the ultra wide POV today because we are doing attic insulation. I bought 3 of these 88 square foot batts, and it wasn't quite enough to cover the insulation in my attic. So I have a little 8,000 BTU AC unit, and I'm trying to keep this area just a little bit cooler because one, when I work out in it, it's extremely hot. It's so hot in the summer. This gets about 10 degrees hotter than outside. Generally, when I'm inside my garage, 10 to 15 degrees hotter. So if it's 110 degrees, it's gonna be 125 degrees in here. Plus I get baked from the top. Just feel heat just emanating from the ceiling. And one of the issues with Utah is the fact that by code, at least when this house was built, you didn't need to insulate the garage because it's a non-livable space. You only needed to insulate the wall that was facing a livable space. So because the garage isn't a livable space, you didn't need to insulate it. So the ceiling, the garage side, or these 2 walls, none of it's insulated, and it's terrible. So I added an AC unit, and I was like, maybe that'll help. It's not good enough. So I'm adding R30 insulation to the ceiling, and it's been surprising how much that's helped. So I added just R30 insulation to about 3/4 of the sections up there, and a world of a difference. It actually stays cool in the garage for the most part. So just for context, without the AC unit, 15 degrees hotter. With the AC unit, stays about the same temperature as the temperature outside. With the AC unit and the insulation, so far, it's about 10 degrees cooler than outside. So I'm gonna finish the insulation up in the attic. There we go, it's kicking on. And hopefully we'll get some better results. So here goes nothing. Let's do this. Insulation's hilarious when you open it. Boom. All right. Try not to disturb too much because I don't want to breathe this stuff. If there's a lot of particles in the air, I'll have to get a mask. So I'm really trying not to go through the floor. I don't want to clean that up. So my attic is, as you can see, it's fairly small. Kind of have to squeeze through it. I have blown in insulation, but to do blown in insulation I'd have to rent stuff. I put a couple of sections down where it's not blown in. See how much bigger this is? This is only like 10 inches of insulation over there. I've only got 3 to 4 inches of insulation in my house. I think recommended you need at least like 11 or 12 or something. I don't know. All I know is that the amount of insulation in my house is so much less than what the minimum is by today's standards. I believe R30, which is what this is the minimum. Oh gosh, it's so hard to maneuver around here. And look at all these, all those nails. They'll just hit your head, hit your back. So I can actually feel the heat on the sections where I didn't have insulation. It's pretty amazing what a difference it makes. What's not cool about stuff like this, so when you start cutting it, like the little flurries start flying everywhere, and it actually starts to hurt my eyes after a while. Formaldehyde free. Well, that's a relief. I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't formaldehyde free. I have really no idea like what's good and what's bad for insulation. I literally just looked up, you know, how much insulation to put in an attic, and they said minimum R30, and I said, well, there's an R30 batt, so I bought an R30 batt. Let's just shove this in here. Wonder how effective it's going to be if it's squished down. Let me know in the comments how effective it's going to be if it's squished down. All right, we got those two. That's it. Let's do the easy one first. All right, make some cuts. I'm starting to see particles. This is about when I need to start putting on a mask. Okay, last one. I'll save the hardest for last. Let's go over the top. So that's it. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. And stay safe out there. Bye.